This is Alabrel Kuatu of Wingspan Delivery Services, and I should be stopped. Exploration is widely regarded as the best ISK per hour for a low skill point character. In this video, I'll show you the basics of how to do relic and data sites, and go over some advanced strategies and tactics in another video to follow. The hacking minigame is the same for both relic sites and data, only the analyzer module that you use is different. It involves guiding a virus through a randomized field of linked nodes full of defenses and power-ups to reach the system core and destroy it. Your virus stats are indicated in the lower left corner of the hacking window, showing your coherence, i.e. your hit points, and strength, which is your attack power. Your virus is injected into the node field at a random location, often to the left or right sides, and is indicated by an explored red node, in contrast to the green of unexplored nodes. You reveal the node field by clicking on any node next to an explored one. You will uncover antivirus defenses and utility power-ups on your path to the core. Each come in 4 different types. Defenses and the system core each have coherence, listed above, and strength below, like your virus. When you click them, you'll reduce their coherence by an amount equal to your strength. If the antivirus is not reduced to 0, it will attack you back equal to its strength. If your virus is reduced to 0, or you are otherwise interrupted during a hack attempt, you will fail. If you fail the same can twice, it explodes harmlessly, but it does destroy any loot it contained. There are 4 difficulties of container possible in hacking sites. From easiest to most difficult, they are debris, rubble, remains, then ruins in the relic sites, and info shard, comm tower, mainframe, then database in data sites. In the first 2 levels of containers, you will only encounter the antivirus and firewall defenses, which have no special effects. In remains and mainframe cans, you'll also encounter restoration nodes, which heal one other random defense by 10 coherence for every action you take until it's been destroyed. Virus suppressors show up in the hardest containers, which are ruins and databases, and this defense will reduce your virus strength by 15 while active. Each one of these defenses will also lock you out of access to adjacent nodes, regardless of whether these nodes have been explored or not. Utility buffs are also available according to the difficulty of the container you're hacking. The easier cans have self-repair, which is a 3-turn heal over time for your coherence, and the kernel rot, which when used on an enemy defense will cut its coherence in half. Next, you gain access to the polymorphic shield, which prevents you from taking damage 2 separate times. In the hardest hacks, you'll also sometimes find the secondary vector, which is a 3-turn damage over time attack, 20 damage each turn, for a total of 60. You'll also often discover data caches. They appear as a white circle, and when clicked again, provide either a random defense or utility. In the lower difficulty hacks, they're usually utilities, and are more often defenses in the harder cans. When you reveal a node or defeat a defense, that location will briefly show you a number, which represents the distance to the nearest utility, data cache, or the system core, up to a cap of 5 away. So if you uncover a 5, the nearest possible good thing is at least 5 nodes away. If it shows a 1, something is adjacent to that node. We use these guide numbers to find our way through the field, eventually leading to the system core. Let's do a couple of examples to put it all in context. Here we have a remains can, which is the 3rd out of 4 difficulty levels. I poke around at the beginning and grab a couple of utilities early, which is going to make things very easy. I start pushing out towards the edges. I get further away from where I want to go. I have a lot of hit points, so I'm happy to push through these. And another one. Find the core, smash it down, take home 12 million ISK. Very simple site. Here we have a ruins hack, which is the most difficult out of the 4. begin just striking off towards that opposite corner. Go ahead and grab that self-repair. No reason not to use it early. There is no cap on your hit points. I skip the data caches until I need them, because they could end up just being a problem for you. But I grab that secondary vector, try one last time to get into the space I want to be. Make sure it's not hiding over here in this corner. Nope. Take this kernel rot, have that, then hit it without taking any damage. Then the secondary vector is amazing against virus suppressors. They're pretty much custom made for it. Whenever you can use them, do so. So I go ahead and do that. Then I poke around elsewhere to let that damage over time to keep happen. Then I push through there. Encounter more problems. Still have a healthy amount of hit points. Slash coherence. Go ahead and knock this down. Really not a good choice to have done, but sometimes things work out. Another vector. Apply that here. Take a couple actions. Finish it. End up getting lucky finding the core. Crack it open. Not very good on the loot. These sites can end up resulting in upwards of 20, 60. I've heard of 100 million. I think the highest I've ever gotten personally is 80. It's certainly not the norm, but you can expect them every now and again if you're out there doing it fairly frequently. You should now know how hacking works and should be able to begin a profitable exploration career in EVE. In a future video, I'll cover more examples and go over some of the tips and tricks I've learned from doing a lot of exploration. With relatively quick to train skills, I have a success rate of about 95% personally. If you find this video useful, I encourage you to like it below, subscribe, and share it with anyone that you think could benefit. If you have ideas for future videos or feedback of any kind, please leave them in the comments below or message me in-game. Fly safe, Capsuleers.